Good evening, students. Welcome back once again. And hi, this is Shomiran sir. And today I am here to teach you map pointing. So, students, you know that map pointing is a very important part of your syllabus of social science. So, you are having map from geography as well as from history. So, today I will teach you the maps from geography. So, rivers in India, today's topic. So, now let us see what is the syllabus. Important rivers. So, few names of important rivers are already given on the screen. You can see it. So, we can divide those rivers into North Indian rivers and peninsular rivers or South Indian rivers. So, in the left hand side, the name of the rivers which are given Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Indus, Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Beas, and Satluj. These rivers are the North Indian rivers. And Narmada, Tapiti, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. These rivers are peninsular rivers or South Indian rivers. So here we will discuss about the rivers, their source, their or the origin, their mouth, where they are located on India, and those location you have to locate it on India's map. See, there are two maps already given. On the right hand side, a map is given that is entirely blank, state divided Indian political map. So this type of map you will get in your examination to locate the several points on it, the blank map. And another type of map are also there, that is non-state divided map, where there will be only the outline border of India. So any map you can purchase and you can practice on it. Now come to the left hand side. Some of the rivers are given in blue color on Indian map. You can see from the screen the entire map is colored in yellow and the water bodies are in blue. On the west of India there is Arabian Sea, in the east there is Bay of Bengal, and to the south there is Indian Ocean. As well as the rivers are also lined with blue colors. Now first of all you will come to know about the North Indian rivers and their tributaries. So do you know what are tributaries? The small rivers which are joining the large rivers, they are called the tributaries. And the large rivers always drains into or meets into any large water body, ocean or sea, etc. And the small tributaries join the large river. So rivers always originate from any highland or any mountain top or plateau, and it always move towards the large water body in the lakes, in the ocean and the sea. And the small tributaries of river, they meet with the main river. So now let us enlarge the map and see. In the north you can see river Indus. So river Indus and its tributaries are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj and Beas. They are the 5 tributaries of Indus. So river Indus, you see the red dot. From here, from Tibet, Mansarovar, a lake, river Indus originate and it moves into India, and then through Pakistan it ultimately reach to Arabian Sea. So from where the river originate, it is the source of the river, and ultimately where it meets, it is the mouth of the river. So the source of the river is Mansarovar lake and the mouth of the river is Arabian Sea. Don't make mistake. Many of you are many of you know that the rivers are from the sea, they are moving into the land. No, that is not right. From the mountain top of Tibet it is moving towards Arabian Sea. Now its tributaries Jhelum meeting with river Indus, then Chenab, then Ravi, then Satluj, and this part is called the Beas. So these are the 5 tributaries of river Indus. and rivers Indus ultimately meets into Arabian Sea. So it is a river system, entirely river and its tributaries. Now let's come to river Brahmaputra. River Brahmaputra, it also originates from Mansarovar Lake, a lake in Tibet, and it gradually through Tibet it moves towards India and takes a U-turn from Arunachal Pradesh and enters into India, and ultimately through Bangladesh it is meeting with Ganga and it reached to Bay of Bengal. So this is river Brahmaputra originating from Mansarovar Lake in Tibet, and ultimately its mouth is Bay of Bengal. Next, let us come to river Ganga. River Ganga. It is originating in Himalayan mountain range near Gangotri Glacier, and through India it passes through and it enters into Bangladesh and meet with river Brahmaputra, and it is known as Padda, and it meets with Bay of Bengal. So it is the mouth of the river, and here is the source or the origination point of the river. And river Yamuna, it is also originating from Himalayan mountain near Yamunotri Glacier, and it moves towards through India and meets with river Ganga at Allahabad. So it is a tributary of Ganga, and then as the Ganga flows usually, so river Yamuna ultimately this much, it is a tributary of Ganga. So these are the three important river, Ganga, Indus and Brahmaputra, and their tributary. So all these river, as they are located in the northern part of India, so this is known as the North Indian rivers. Now let us come to the South Indian rivers. So southern part of India, river Narmada. River Narmada originates from Amarkantak hills in Madhya Pradesh, and it flows or moves towards Arabian Sea and meets into Arabian Sea. River Tapi also, it also moved to Arabian Sea. So these two rivers are also called the west flowing river, as they are moving towards the east. Rest of the rivers in the north, you can see they are moving towards the eastern part of our country. So Narmada and Tapi, these two rivers are the west flowing rivers of India, of South India or peninsular India. River Narmada and river Tapi. Now next is river Mahanadi. So you can see Mahanadi is an east flowing river of India. So in the highlands of Odisha, you can see in the highlands of Odisha, from here river Mahanadi originates and it meets with Bay of Bengal. So from west to east it is moving. That's why this river is called the east flowing rivers. Not only this one, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, all these rivers are east flowing river. River Godavari from Western Ghat mountain it originates and it drained itself into Bay of Bengal. Next is river Krishna from the Western Ghat mountain. Here is a mountain, high mountain of peninsular India. From there it originates and it also moves towards Bay of Bengal and drained itself into Bay of Bengal. So here is the source, this is the mouth, this one is the source, this one is the mouth. So the rivers are moving towards east, Now the last peninsular river is river Kaveri. So river Kaveri is also an important south flowing river and the southernmost big river of our country. So it also originates from the highlands of the Western Ghat mountain and it moves towards Bay of Bengal and drained itself in Bay of Bengal. So all these rivers in the southern part of India, all these rivers, Narmada, Tapi, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, all these rivers are the peninsular rivers, and These rivers are the North Indian river. Thus, its tributaries Brahmaputra and Yamuna, its tributaries. There are also other tributaries of Ganga, but now no need to point it out. Just the important tributary Yamuna you will point out. So these are the North Indian rivers. So you can see the map from here. You can take the help and you can practice at home all these maps from any. You can buy the blank map, or if it is with you, from there you can practice. And you should use pencil color for preparing the map. Pencil crayons, no need to use any pastel color, or don't use any watercolor. You should color the rivers in blue, the water bodies in blue, and try to write the name of the rivers with black color pen in block letter or capital letter. You can also use pencil for writing, but it is better to use pen so that it will be more bright to see. So students, I have already shown you how you should point out the map and the river system. If you have the atlas with you, you can take the help of your atlas. If you have any old map book with you, or this class 7 any map book, if it is with you, from there also you can take some guideline and you can point it out. So this river system is very important, and from there, when the school will reopen, you can show it to your respective teacher, and all of you should stay home and stay safe, because all of you know that now we are under the threat of COVID-19 or coronavirus. So thank you all and have a nice day.